All right, we are headed to church, baby. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know if you go or if you believe at all. I don't know. I've been kind of in the dark the last couple years.
Actually, I am one. Once these guys told me that
Still am.
worked at the ranch.
Almost destroyed it before we even got it in. Oh my God. Mom got the fly dog.
Get away from the weekends.
Your class got the same thing.
Broke my heart.
All right, we made it to the gym. We're here on my treadmill, actually at the big gym tonight. It is a late one. We are going to try to, I took like a little mini nap because I found out that Simon Inside actually drops, I think 2 a.m. my time? Just fucking insane, but actually so lit because I won't be at work and I'll be able to drop the video like on time, you know? So I'm actually really excited about that. Also, if you guys haven't already, went and subscribed to the main channel, get your life together because awesome stuff is on the way. Roger that. So we're gonna hit this, knock it out, get her done, and then we're gonna go knock out legs. Roger that. So make sure you get it together. Also, your boy went to church today and it was actually fucking amazing. Like, it felt so good. I don't know, shit was crazy. And it was more or less just because the pastor was like a young guy and he was actually speaking on stuff about us, you know what I mean? Like about like younger individuals, young men developing into older men, you know what I mean? And shit was just dope. But yeah, so pastor was talking about mostly just staying on the end goal, staying on the right path, and knowing that like your end goal isn't always gonna be the middle of your plan isn't always gonna be what you think it is. The end goal can stay the end goal, but the middle doesn't always have to be the end goal. And also, you gotta know how to be content. Like, yeah, it's cool. Oh man, we can go get like the craziest cars or we can drive like the coolest stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like, you gotta figure out what you wanna put your energy into and what you love. Oh, sorry, somebody came in, but you wanna not necessarily be content to the point where you're not really going after anything or you don't feel fulfilled, but learn how to be fulfilled and not be fulfilled in the things that you're getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. If I don't live in this 40,000 square foot home, does that mean I didn't do anything with my life? Like, no. Like, okay, cool. If I get dropped down to I'm living in a 4-bedroom nice house by myself, you know what I'm saying, driving 2-3 cars, got a Sunday car, everything's amazing. But if I all of a sudden hit hard times and have to go to live in a 1-bedroom apartment and take the bus, does that mean that I'm a failure? Or does that mean that everything that I've worked for in my life is nothing? You know what I mean? Like, no. So I'm gonna scratch that part because it was a little too crazy as far as like religiousness goes or whatever. And I don't want to offend anyone who is a different type of supporter than how, you know what I'm saying, I might be. Because if I'm being honest with you, I don't necessarily feel like I'm any specific type of religion, you know what I'm saying? I believe in there being a higher power or a being that is not necessarily of us that was able to, you know what I'm saying, put all of this here. And I know something created the heavens and the earth, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. I feel like sometimes I believe in heaven and sometimes I believe in hell. And then there's other times I just believe that you pass away and nothing becomes of it, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like religion has always, for anyone, no matter which way you do it, it's almost like life. Like, there's a specific type of religion for everyone, like any and everyone, not necessarily because like you could even say like not believing in a religion and being like what do they call those people? There's like a word for it. I can't remember, but there's a word for like you don't necessarily believe in God or anything like that. And even those people have their people, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like someone took a very generic story and every type of person built a giant, how would you say this, interpretation of that subject. And that is what you get. You get like, you know what I'm saying, the Quran, you get the Bible, you get everything, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's all it is. It's like it's a way that we're all able to have some type of hope that isn't negative or that isn't that's free. You know what I mean? That's not something that you have to pay to study or pay someone to know. Like, it's something that's gonna give you more than, how do you put it? It's something that's gonna give you it's always gonna be fruitful. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always feel like you're getting something out of it. And like I said, I really feel like it really is just a hope thing. It's something that you not necessarily like need to say like, oh man, everyone needs this and everyone needs to be like super deep into it. But it's like, hey, if you're in that mode right now and that's what you're doing, cool. I'm happy you found something. Like, I'm happy you have something to rely on and something to wake up and feel good about every day, and knowing that all your stresses are being put, like, a lot of times, like, the Bible will tell you, like, okay, cool, like, put your stresses in the Lord. Like, anytime something else, like, something goes on, like, pray about it and move. You feel me? Pray about it and push. It's time to get shit together. Like, now it's time for you to put feet to pavement and get done what you got to get done. Yes, we felt this type of way. We were feeling this type of way. This sucks. This is bad. Hey, pray about it, put it in God's hands, and move forward. You know what I mean? I felt like that shit was just dope, bro. It was all, usually, like, a lot of times when I go to church a lot, it just starts to feel really repetitive. You know what I mean? But not being in there for so long, I feel like this hit so hard for me because it was a lot of things on stuff that I'm, like, actively working on right now and trying to work on. So I feel like that shit's fire, bro. And I don't know. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in God, or do you have like a religion that you support, or church that you go to? Do you practice at home? Like a lot of people do, like a daily bread, which is like basically like a daily prayer, daily affirmation, and they, you know what I'm saying, read that, whatever that section is, and kind of reflect on it and whatnot, and have their own interpretation of the Bible daily, you know what I'm saying, have their own teachings. And a lot of times it's not, you can't necessarily just, that was also one big thing that was happening in church today, is like he was talking about like your interpretation, and it's like you can't just go straight into, okay, cool, this is like, you got to look at what God wants to give you. You can't look and search for just, you can't look and search. Yes. So pretty much say all that to say, you gotta be, I don't know how to fucking explain this. It was so easy when he was saying it. But if you can take through that and figure out exactly what's going on, man, just be okay with where you are. And don't think that because of where someone else is, or because of what you're seeing, like something about your journey is slower than the other person's. Like, what's meant for you is meant for you, and you are going to get everything that you deserve in this world. You understand what I'm saying? And don't think of that as like, oh man, I'm a shitty person. Like, all of these different disciples had terrible past, you know what I'm saying? Had terrible things that they had committed and terrible things that they had done in their life, but God and Jesus still called upon them to do great things. You understand what I'm saying? And they still lived frivolously and still lived very nice and awesome lives. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that whatever journey or whatever road or whatever you got going on is slower than another man's or another woman's. Just get out there and be you, 100% you, every day, all day, and don't be mad about it. Don't feel some type of way about it. Just get that shit done, all right? I love y'all, man. Go tell somebody else you love them. Roger that.